This is Emmanuel from Scarecrow Cycles, and I'm here in my first video to talk a little bit about myself and how I got started in building them little mini bikes or motorcycles, whatever you call them. So I'm 16, and when I was about 8, I believe, or maybe 10, I was like, "Hey Mom, can I get a motorcycle? Can I have a little mini bike or whatever, a little pocket bike?" And she's like, "No, kid, no, this is too dangerous." And, I know it's dangerous, but, it was just in my blood, and I love them little things because, it feels like you're flying, but you're not flying. And so I had a plan to go to a pawn shop and buy one of them little razor scooters. I believe it was like 200 watts, so it wasn't that fast, but it was my first motorized vehicle. And in that pawn shop they had a 20-inch BMX bike. It was about $5 or $6 because all the parts were missing, but what I needed was the forks, the front wheel, and the handlebars, which I then slid in. I took the front wheel of the razor scooter, and then I slid in the fork and the 20-inch big wheel into the stem of the scooter and put a little ape hanger, and then I put in a little seat, and so it kind of looked like a little chopper. And if I can find a picture, I'll probably put it there so you guys can see it. But that was pretty much the start of like me tinkering around with them. I wouldn't say a fast vehicle, but something that can get you around without you pedaling or sweating your ass off. And then after that, I spent a lot of time with my dad, which he's a carpenter, and I didn't have steel back then to mess with, so I started doing everything out of wood. All the fairings and everything was out of wood till like 1 year. 1 year from now, I was doing everything out of wood. So it wasn't the most reliable and the greatest thing ever, even though the chassis was metal, but it would always have a little crack here and there. So it was a pretty cool time, because when I pulled to the bike shows and all them $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 bikes, and my little $300-400 bicycle with a fairing out of wood that they didn't know what it was. They thought it was either fiberglass or some kind of metal, because I painted in a way which you can't really tell, but if you go closer and knock on it, you'll feel that. I believe it's 1/2-inch plywood, not sure, but it's a pretty cool time. And then I was in a show. I was in a show, and I met this guy called Travis Miles, and he really inspired me and opened my eyes for welding and metal and everything, which really got me into fabricating and building frame and everything. So I'm really grateful for him. He came all the way from Tampa to Orlando to teach me a little bit about welding, which wasn't enough, because I'm gonna make you come here again, or I'll go there and you'll teach me a lot more, boy. But really, thank you. And that's how I started with messing with, like, kind of real bikes that would handle a little better and all that. And also it expanded my horizon. If you weld, you can build anything. That's pretty much it. And a little bit of creativity, but that's all you need. So yeah, I don't want to make it too long. This is my first video. I'm sorry it's probably shitty, but bear with me. Leave in the comments what I could do better. I'm in the car right now because it's the only quiet and place I could hold my phone with a little mount here in the windshield. But That's pretty much it. That's it. I'll show you guys my ride, alright? Hey y'all, so this in the back here, it's my last creation. It's two 212 engines hooked up together that make about 13 horse, and the frame is all bed frames hooked together to make a square tube. It's, you know, it's drag racing style. It's not meant to drag racing. It's just, you know, just to cruise around and have some fun, because it's way too heavy. I could probably drag race, but I'll lose. Well, and you know, it's missing the seat because I still couldn't find a nice way to make it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of parts I found in the trash, and it's all pretty much cheap made. Well, let me show you here the little dashboard and a little red light in the front and back, so they don't know which way I'm going. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I can't really explain it to y'all, but y'all might have to see it. You'll see it eventually if you go to any of the bike shows around Florida, because I'm into everyone. And let's go over here so I can show you guys my little chopper. It wasn't painted black, I just painted it like a month ago. And you know, it's pretty much a Coleman CT100 that I stretched the frame and the forks, made a little mod in the handlebar, which they call it, I think, rabbit ears or something, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, put a little exhaust pipe, little sissy bar. That is a bus headlight, a bus rear light, school bus. It's an imitation of a jockey shifter. It doesn't work, but looks kind of cool. Got my little horn here, you know. My little highway pegs right there, and these mounts right here, these 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're for the sidecar, which I'll make a video about it, riding with my mom on it. It's pretty much it. I'm gonna fire them up and let y'all hear it sound. And I still need to do a little bit of stuff with a chain there. It's got a little bit of slap, so I need to put a little pad here and here too. And yeah, my keyway here, it flew off, so I'm gonna have to also put it, so I can't, this wheel doesn't turn right now. It will, but it doesn't right now. But I'll fire the engines up so you guys can see it. All right, running. Yeah, sorry, there's a little bit of chain slap everywhere, but I'm gonna make them 3D print a little chain guide so I can hook it up and it won't make that annoying sound. It's not the valves knocking, not the bent rocker, but I'm gonna fire this one up. Alright, so hope I don't make it too long for you guys, but thanks again for watching Scarecrow Cycles on Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, this is my first video, and hope to see y'all again. See y'all later.
Keep it cowboy way.